All right, what's going on, guys? Spot number 2 for the day. We are, I think, just south of Port St. Lucie. We might be on like the border of Port St. Lucie and whatever town or city is right below it. We're going to be doing some more fishing here on the marshes. This spot, it's going to be really, really tough to fish. It is very muddy and, well, it's a marsh, so that kind of makes sense. Very muddy, very soft soil. There's puddles all over the place. I didn't really come prepared for this kind of fishing, and, well, my shoes are all soaked. Very little shoreline access here as well, and it's very hot and very humid, but we'll do a little fishing here. We'll see what we can catch. Blue spotted sunfish would be really cool, and also some other new species that I've never caught before, like some swamp darters or at least killifish, which should be found in this area, but I don't have high hopes for those. But any sort of fish right now would be great. So let's give it a shot and let's see what happens. Alrighty, so here's the area we're going to be fishing. My feet are already soaked, so I might as well step into the water here. This is tough. Where is I can't even see my bait. There it is. Got a little Tanago hook with a little bit of redworm and a small split shot above it. And it's also windy here, which is not making this easier. Let's drop it in between those lily pads right there. Nope, come on. The wind's gonna make this even harder than it already is. Just gonna blow my line and my rig all over the place. Let's drop it right there. Now let's see if we can catch something from right there. Oh, I got one. It's a super little one. Let's get him on over here. What is this thing? Oh, this is going to be a little blue spotted. Let's see if I can take a look at him. Man, that grass is thick. All right, let's get him in the photo tank. Alrighty, so we got a whole bunch of gunk in the water with this guy as I was filling up the photo tank. But yeah, this is going to be a little blue spotted sunfish. I mentioned it in my previous video, but the reason I wanted to come here and try to catch these guys is I want to set up a little native fish tank, and I want one or two of these guys, probably one of them, to be like the centerpiece slash showfish species in the tank, and then probably some other little microfish native to this area that can like complement these guys. But I want the blue spotted sunfish to be the centerpiece, the showpiece, the fish people look at when they look at the tank. So this is a really, really small one. The one I got in my last video was a really good size, but I guess if I'm going to start an aquarium, they don't have to be big because these guys will grow as they get older. So I'm not going to keep this guy because I don't have that aquarium set up yet. But this was mainly just like a scouting trip. Man, that's a good looking fish. This was mainly just like a scouting trip to see how easy it will be for me to catch these blue spotted sunfish once I get the tank set up. So we got one in the last video, along with a whole bunch of dollar sunfish. Here our first fish is one of these guys. So hopefully when it comes time to set my tank up and I come here to actually like try to catch these guys for my tank, it'll be just as easy. But let's get a picture of this guy. Let's get him back and let's keep fishing, see what else we can get out of here. Got him. What is this? What is this? Another sunfish, but it's a different species of sunfish. Alrighty, so it is a bigger guy. This is going to be a dollar sunfish. Definitely, in my experience, the most common sunfish in this area of the state, in this type of environment. Got a bunch of these this morning in the last video. Our first one here for this video. Would rather catch some blue spotted sunfish, but I know we can't catch only blue spotted sunfish. So let's get this guy back. Let's keep fishing. Let's see what else is in this little marsh. Oh, that's not what we were going for, but let's take a look at him. Alrighty, so there's our little eastern mosquito fish. We're not going to get the photo tank out for this guy. I did a pretty good job avoiding these guys today. As soon as I see something small on top, rush toward my bait, I pull my bait away because I could catch anything else besides those guys and I'll be happy. But if I catch those guys, I will not be happy. Got him. What do we got here? Ooh, pretty little top minnow. Let's get the photo tank for this one. Alright, so there's our pretty little golden top minnow. It was slightly bigger than all the other fish over there, which I'm pretty sure are all eastern mosquito fish, which is why I let this guy bite. First one of the session, caught a couple of these this morning, not too far from here. Definitely the most common top minnow species here in South/Central Florida. I guess we're in like northern South Florida or like southern Central Florida right now. Depending on what you consider South and Central Florida, we're somewhere near the border. But yeah, let's get this guy back. It's hot, I'm exhausted, but let's see if we can catch one more before we call it a session. Nope, I thought something bit. Trying to get it into like some of these very small holes in between all the vegetation, but that is very challenging. Got him. What is this? Oh, that's annoying. Alright, so that's a bummer. Obviously we're fishing very thick vegetation, and I'm trying to drop my bait into like the small little openings and getting it down toward the bottom, going for like a swamp darter or like these sunfish. Unfortunately, it's not working out very well. And before we can get down into those holes, it's getting picked up by something on top. So we got 2 mosquito fish now out of here and 1 golden top minnow. And it's hot. I'm exhausted. Think we're gonna get this little mosquito fish back. And then, yeah, I'm going to call it a day. If it wasn't so hot, I'd probably stay out a little bit longer. But it is really hot. Alright guys, so that's going to do it. Less than an hour of fishing here, but I'm exhausted. I don't know why it's so hot. As I walked like down toward the water, it just got hotter and hotter and hotter, and more humid and more humid and more humid. But yeah, that's gonna do it. The little Daiwa Hinata, the 6-footer. I've been using this thing more and more. If you've been watching my videos recently for microfishing, and I like it more and more every time I fish it. It's just more fun to fish than like just your Tanago hook on a regular ultralight rod like I've been doing the last couple of years. So really cool. A 6-footer I thought would have been long enough, but in this kind of thick vegetation, like a 10, 12, 15 foot long cane pole probably would have came in real clutch today, just to be able to reach it over all the tall grasses, tall vegetation, and get it out into the openings. But we did what we could. We got one blue spotted sunfish, which was cool. Some other little cool micros, which weren't so cool. But my goal really was to see if how consistently and easily we can catch blue spotted sunfish. I mentioned it, but I'm going to try to set up like a Florida native fish tank here in the next couple weeks, and I want the centerpiece fish to be a blue spotted sunfish. So hopefully in a couple weeks, maybe a couple months after the tank gets cycled, I can come back here, catch a blue spotted sunfish or two, be able to throw it in the tank and enjoy it. So yeah, that's gonna do it here. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.